Hey everybody, I'm Maura from Grow Yoga Chicago. Welcome to this week's weekly gentle flow and reset. So, this week's practice is all about slowing down long enough to listen and settle. So, really letting the nervous system land. These short poses allow you to really feel the body, feel the sensations rather than forcing the body into stretches or trying to achieve. So this is a really short practice. I'm going to invite 3 poses for you to do whenever you want. And let's get started. So the first one is just a really easy seated side bend. So coming into any comfortable position, you can also do this from a chair. If you want to elevate your hips, I'm going to go back and grab a block. If you have a block or a blanket around the house, you can just elevate the hips on that to take some of the pressure off the hips and the knees. So settling into your space, seated again on the floor or in a chair, we'll take a seated side bend. So taking your left fingertips out to your left side, you're going to take a deep inhalation through the nose, extend through that right arm. And then on the exhale, just gently melt over towards the left. In this side bend, this lateral bend, you'll start to feel an expansion and creating space on the right side body. Every inhale, think about lifting out with that straight right arm. And then on the exhale, just gently allowing gravity to do its thing while the body gently melts over towards the left. To change sides, you'll inhale coming back to center and then just exhale those right fingertips down to your right side. Inhale, lengthen through that left arm while staying rooted in the hips. And then on the exhale, gently melting over to the right now. These can be micro movements. You're just starting to invite space and expansion into the body. So again, every inhale, think about lengthening through this left arm now, creating space on the left side body, feeling the rib cage expand with the inhales. And then on the exhale, just gently melting over towards the right. To come out of it, you'll inhale back to center and then exhale, just release that left hand down to the earth. So the next 2 poses will be on our back, that's supine. So make your way down to your mat or your floor, and we'll start with a seated figure 4 pose. So coming to the back, the knees are bent, the feet are flat on the earth. On an inhale, you'll bring your right knee in towards the chest and then cross that right ankle over the left thigh, creating this figure 4 shape with your legs. Your hips, your pelvis are rooted into the earth. The shoulders are rooted into the earth. The right foot is flexed, toes are flexed, and that's to protect the right knee. So you can stay here with your legs in this figure 4 shape, grounded into the earth, and think about inhaling, creating space, and the exhale, almost drawing that right knee away from you gently. You'll start to feel an opening in that right hip, start to feel sensations in that right glute. You can even take your right hand and the webbing between the thumb and the first finger. Place that webbing at the top of the right thigh. And you can think about manually, even gently drawing the right femur out of the hip socket, even if only energetically, creating that motion, that opening, creating space in the right hip. Good, and then to come out of it, just exhale, bring that right foot back down to the earth. The right knee is bent, and we'll switch sides. So inhale the left knee in towards the chest, and then cross that left ankle over the right thigh. And this is a great place to stay, right? Again, opening up that left knee, creating space in the left hip, keeping the left toes flexed to protect that knee. The hips, the shoulders are rooted into the earth. You can now take your left hand and the webbing between the thumb and the first finger. Think about placing it at the top of that left thigh where the thigh meets the hips. And think about manually creating space and an opening in that left hip as if you're drawing that femur out of the hip socket there, creating space. You'll see the left knee gently moving away from you. Again, that opening rotation in that left hip. Left foot remains flexed. Good, and then to come out of it, we'll just slowly exhale, bringing that left foot back down to the earth. Good, and then we'll stay here for 1 breath. Both knees bent, both feet flat on the earth, arms long at your side, palms gently pushing into the earth, excuse me. And then we'll move just in a supine twist, a twist on our back here. So the knees are bent. Inhale slowly, taking the arms out at shoulder height if that's comfortable, palms down. So you're creating this T shape with the arms. You'll start to feel an opening in the chest, a broadening through the collarbones. Take one more inhalation, and then on the exhale, slowly allow the knees to start to fall over towards the right. Inviting this gentle twist. You're welcome to take a block or a blanket or a bolster underneath that right knee. You'll start to feel an opening in that left hip again. The left hip elevates away from the earth, but the shoulders remain rooted into the mat. You're welcome to take your gaze over your left shoulder if that's comfortable, to continue a gentle twist up until the neck, the cervical spine. Good, and you're welcome to take a few breaths here. With every inhale, feel the expansion in the belly, and on the exhale, a release in the lower back. Good. To switch sides, we'll slowly inhale, bringing the knees back through center. And then on the exhale, slowly, like you're moving through water or honey, allow the knees to gently open up towards the left side of the mat. Again, if you want to place a block or a bolster or a blanket, a stack of blankets underneath this bottom knee, the left knee, you're welcome to do so. The right hip peels off the earth now, but the shoulders remain rooted into the mat. If you want to extend the twist into the cervical spine, the neck, you can gently take your gaze over that right shoulder. Now feeling the expansion in the belly on the inhale, breathing into this right lung, feeling the ribs move outwards as the diaphragm lowers, creating space and creating breath in 360 degrees in the torso. On the exhales, you feel a release in the glute, the lower back. Good, and then to come out of it, you inhale the knees back to center. Good, and just take one grounding breath here with your arms long at your side, feeling the spine lengthening on the mat. A gentle whisper of space in the lower back, the natural curve of the lumbar spine. Good, and then we'll inhale our left arm high and long on the mat behind us. Good, and on the exhale, we're gently roll over to our left side, and our head rests on the upper left arm. The left arm creates a little pillow there. Good, and then to come up to seated on an inhale, pushing into that top hand, the right hand will gently come up, bringing the torso off of the earth. The head is last to rise. And then we come up to a seat. Good. We'll take one grounding breath here in a comfortable seat. The hands, palms to touch in front of heart center. And thank yourself for taking a few minutes today to settle into stillness and allow the body, the nervous system to reset and rest. So that is today's gentle flow and reset. And we will see you next time. Thanks.